Archangel Michael gives a clear warning and says, "Stop right now." God says you have only 10 seconds left or you could lose everything He has prepared for you. You need to open this now. My child, my dear one, take a deep breath and pause before reading any further. Something holy is coming together around you right now. You are not wrong to see this. Heaven's been trying to reach you for hours, but this is the first time the message has made it to you without hurting you. Please pay close attention. Between God and me, I've stepped into your time to stop something secret and dangerous from taking what was yours. There is a reason you felt drawn here. Your chest feels tight or your thoughts stopped all of a sudden. God and I came into your timeline. You just made it in time. God didn't mind that you opened this at the last minute. I can now talk. Pay attention. Kid, I have a question for you before I tell you what God told me. Have you noticed that life feels like a storm that never ends these days? Strangers acting in strange ways, delays you didn't expect, sudden fears, and chances going away just as you were about to take them. It wasn't a coincidence that any of this happened. These were signs, warnings, and echoes that something was trying to stop you from making plans. My love, heaven will never just show up. Now is the time for you to act if God tells you to. If you don't act soon, the blessing that has your name on it might be given to someone else. You've been through too much for too long and are in too much pain for that to happen. I need to tell you what God showed me. Someone has been calling your name when you're not there. It's yours that is being taken by someone else. And God in heaven could no longer remain silent about your miracle, your breakthrough, or your breakthrough. That's why they brought you here. But remember this, they chose you before I tell you what they wanted. You are safe. Behind the scenes, someone is keeping an eye on you from morning to night. No matter what, heaven has always been there for you. I'm sorry these past few weeks have been so hard for you. You are going to experience a huge, powerful miracle that will change your whole life. When things were at their darkest, your soul has been asking for light, provision, healing, and renewal. This gives it to you. Things always get worse right before events this big happen. This is what God showed me, dear. It will take longer for heaven to do what it had planned for you if you give up on this message from heaven right now. That's why we were given 10 seconds. Oh my dear, it was almost the end of your spiritual timing. But you are not meant to fall. You don't have to give up the thing that was meant to help you feel better. Heaven wants you to stay here and let this message do its job. Only then will you feel safe, clear, and things will change quickly. Before I go on, let me say something honest to you. Your miracle is almost here. There are lies about your blessing, but the truth about it is stronger than those lies. You can beat the darkness that tried to swallow you up tight and below to accept this divine covering and believe this truth in your heart. Say that light is winning. Come with me. Don't go. Do not forget this moment. The path that was blocked is opened again by heaven every second you stay here. Now, I need to ask you a very important question. Before I go on, make sure you subscribe. This kind of message will only reach you if heaven lets it. Things could get dangerous if you miss even one. You may have to keep walking. You can stay up to date on the holy teachings, miracles, and warnings that are meant just for you by subscribing. Now, pay close attention. The ghost's attack wasn't meant to kill you. It was meant to keep you from seeing what God had planned. Now, however, Archangel Michael stands in front of you. His sword is ready and there is light around your name. Heaven is watching everything you do. You are still here, which means that things have already changed. Let me now say what God has told me to say. It is real to feel like your spirit is reaching out to you as if it wants to tell you something. You are right to think that time is running out. God didn't just send me today to make you feel better. I was sent to warn you. Get ready and don't lose what's yours. Please really think about this. In the spiritual world, your future was just laid out on a table. Both heaven and hell saw your blessings, connections, safety, and more money. You had to decide what to do. I believe that's what hurt your chest before. That's why your mind was so busy before it could make sense of it. Your spirit knew what was going on. My child, you need to hear this. If you had let your guard down for even a second, the enemy would have taken advantage of the chance God gave you. Tell them they only have 10 seconds left today, not tomorrow or when things were calmer. Tell them this right now as you breathe. Heaven wanted you to pay attention. Let me be clear. Someone you trust feels a lot of different things. They smile at you when you're around, but they say mean things about you when you're not. They admire how strong you are, but they really want you to fail. They know how strong you are and are scared of your rise. Their strength stopped you from making progress. Heaven can't fix what you're going to defend, even though it hurts to hear. As soon as you let go of what is draining you, the miracle will happen faster than ever before. Pay close attention, sweetheart. This message isn't meant to scare you. This isn't a threat. This is what keeps things safe. This keeps you safe. God is now blocking the blow that was meant to break you. Write in the comments that you are safe if you believe this is divine intervention. It's not just words. It ties you down spiritually and lets heaven know you're ready for its cover. But you have to stay here. Watch out because what comes next will change your life for the next 48 hours. Since you opened this message, the darkness around your blessings has already started to fall apart. Your spirit got there just in time to answer heaven's call. You might have almost missed it, but you didn't. This is why I will talk some more. Your heart is unique and powerful, my child, and heaven loves it very much. But I need to be clear. I have to tell you the truth at the same time. One of the people you trust still has a split heart type. Thanks for the comments. If your spirit sees this as safety instead of loss, I'm safe. Heaven will know that you understand what is being taken away and why. Stay where you are because getting clear is getting you ready for what's coming next. While you're not around, they talk badly about you. When they see you, they smile. They think you're strong, but they want you to fail. They know how strong you are and are afraid of your rise. The energy of this person has slowed down your progress. I know this hurts, but heaven can't heal what you hold on to. As soon as you let go of what is draining you, you will be sped up faster than anything you have ever known. We are now moving on from being aware to activation. Listen carefully because what I'm about to say will help you understand what is happening. Now, please pay close attention. Heaven isn't telling you this to scare you, dear. Keep in mind that this does not pose a danger to you. It helps keep you safe. It protects you. Right now, God is between you and the thing that was meant to break you. But you have to stay here. The next thing you read will determine what happens in your life in the following 48 hours. Since you opened this message, the area around your blessings has been getting lighter. Your spirit got there just in time to answer heaven's call. You might have almost missed it, but you didn't. This is why I will talk some more. Heaven loves you very much because you have something special and strong. Even when no one else does, your heart, patience, and quiet kindness are important. These things protect you spiritually better than anything that has ever tried to hurt you. There are times when even the strongest souls need to be realigned. People who have been chosen also need to be warned. People who are already blessed need to be fixed before miracles can happen. I want you to know that heaven has spoken very clearly about you. You're still on the same page. You should be right where you are. When things turn around, it's your job to make sure this message gets across. What comes next will depend on what you do, what you think, and what choice you make after reading this. Please answer this question in your spirit before I go on. What were you scared of when you read this? Why did hearing certain words make your heart beat faster? What's your attention right now? It's because your spirit knows what's right. Not everyone was supposed to get this message, dear one. It was sent to someone whose life was about to change. Stay close. Here's something that will make you think about why things went the way they did. What happened with the blessings that stopped, slowed down, or went away, and why heaven stepped in so quickly today. But before I go on, please make sure you subscribe. You have promised yourself that you will stay on the right path. It could all change if you miss just one message from God right now. If you sign up, you will get every warning, blessing, and instruction that comes after this one. Please hold your breath, sweetheart. This message got you so fast because of the next truth. Do not be upset, my child. What I am about to say was something heaven kept from you for months. It might not have been because you were bad or weak, but because your heart wasn't ready to accept this truth yet. It's time now. The wall is being taken down. Your spirit is all set. Please pay close attention. Someone has been pulling your energy backwards and they don't even know it. That's why it seemed like you were moving slowly. You had to wait for happiness and your steps were heavy. Their hearts were angry. Their words were full of doubt and their breath was full of fear. They didn't dislike you. They were scared of how far you were going. Heaven would no longer let their shadow block your light. My child, that space in your spirit is now empty. Someone else might not be able to handle the brightness if a chosen soul rises nearby. You're becoming too strong, too aware, and too in tune with yourself. That scared them because nothing bad can stay when you follow your divine path. Heaven helped me understand something very well. Every time you were about to break through, this person would talk, think, or doubt in a way that slowed you down. You didn't know why things took longer. Chances were missed, and doors opened and closed all of a sudden. That's where it came from. But when God moves, not even a shadow can hide. Now that the light has reached you, you are supposed to send it to other people. It sends more than just words when you share this message. It gives the people you care about strong energy to make things happen. Send this to 3 people your spirit tells you about and the miracle will grow. The link that was draining you started to weaken as soon as you started reading. You got stronger again. You were made safer again. Things were more clear. It was spiritual interference that made you feel heavy, confused, and tired. But it's over now. When God sent me, He said, they've been through enough. Take them off. Heaven heard these words. Soon your life will change in big ways. The blocks are all about to fall apart. Things are about to move forward after some delays. Please type a strong woman below to show that you are ready for this divine speed up. You can move heaven with your willing voice, but it grows with kind hearts. Your gifts are like living water that flows into the life of someone who needs to be healed. It's not just a verse that says, "Give and it will be given to you." Your future is shaped by this promise that lives on. Do not enter this moment without a plan, without being honest, and without hope. Give up your seed and see what God brings back into your life. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose. Join the conversation and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. Though make sure you know this before the change. You are going to get a big blessing. That's not how it is. There has been a huge miracle that will change the way you live, think, and the path your life takes. It became stronger because of this. That's why people changed. That's why you felt like a big thing was about to happen. You were right. Something good made you feel about it. There were real signs. It was important that you had dreams. That big breakthrough that will end pain, make things right, and clear up places where there was confusion has been going on in heaven. But in order for this miracle to work, you can't go back to things, people, or habits that made you tired. A wound from the past can't become a new blessing. If someone wants you to fail, they can't hold your hand. Heaven will show you more faces, reasons, and truths until there are only those who are meant to walk with you left. In the next 24 hours, your spirit will feel more alive. You'll notice signs, dreams, thoughts, and changes in your energy. Do not forget about them. These are from God signs that will keep you safe and help you reach your goal. The waits are over. Things are going faster now. Remember this before it takes place. The big blessing that's on the way will change your life. Heaven is moving now. I'll now tell you why heaven said there were only 10 seconds left, my child. It's time to make sense of all the bad weather, delays, sadness, and sudden changes from last season. You have always felt this truth, but never fully understood it. I am about to tell you the truth, and it will hit you like a soft whisper. In your heart, you knew that something was going to change. It felt like someone or something was getting close. You could feel that something divine was moving toward you. Sweetheart, you were right. God showed me the exact moment when things changed for you. It wasn't loud. It wasn't fun. No one else in the area saw it. Your choice was clear when you said to yourself, I deserve more than this. That one moment which happened so quickly shook the spiritual world. You may not even remember it. Heaven paid attention. There were angels all around you. And your path changed based on how much you were worth. You need to know this, my dear. The enemy acts when a chosen soul finally understands how valuable they are. If you don't settle, try to explain yourself to people who don't want to hear it, or put yourself down to make other people feel better. Your destiny will get stronger. Things got harder after that. That's why some people stopped going. That's why some buildings came down. Not in any way was it a punishment. It was getting ready. Heaven was setting you up to go to the next place God wants you to go. You must understand this, my child. What's going to happen will need room for God to bless you. Some things had to be taken away from the area because you asked for peace and clarity. What was making you mad was taken away. You saw what was hidden. It was safe for you because you asked people who didn't love you to stay away from you. Every loss taught me something. It was even a way to stay safe to be late. Even setbacks were a part of how God changed things. You would be so grateful to see what God stopped from happening. Their drive didn't match yours. Their plans were against your light. Heavenly Father had to act quickly because your life is too important to risk. This is what it meant when it said 10 seconds left. It was the last second before a big change in your life that would last for years. It's not a coincidence that you're reading this now. That method cleared the clog. Your blessing has been returned to you. You are once again safe in your fate. Listen to this truth that only people in heaven know. Your big step forward was never called off. You weren't ready to carry it when it came. The next part of your life will feel different. There will be more chances. There'll be more peace. It will get stronger in your gut. Things will line up in ways that don't seem possible at first. But there's one more truth you need to hear first. You're going to have to decide soon. It won't seem important or dramatic, but it will determine which door opens next. Heaven will lead you, but you have to stay spiritually awake to see the signs. That's why I say it again. Sign up, my dear. It's not just a click. It's a choice about faith. It lets heaven know you're ready for the next job. Prepare yourself, because what I'm about to say will explain why God is acting so quickly, why there is such a need, and what the next miracle that involves your name really means. Before I talk about what heaven has in store, please understand why God moved so quickly, why the message was so important, and why it was sent by God Himself. There will be a big change. It's a big blessing. There has been a change in destiny here. Heaven has been getting ready for this for a long time. And your soul has been waiting even longer. In an instant, your life will change in ways you can't even understand. It went up because of this. That's why your spirit was worn out. That's why there was sadness. The worlds that couldn't see could feel how big what was going to happen was. Pay attention to this truth that heaven has only now let you hear. In the spirit world, your name has been said. Fear, judgment, or punishment are not the point. The point is to get people to do things before I tell you what heaven has in store for you, my child, my beloved. God moved so quickly. The warning was so strong, and this message had the power of a divine command. You need to understand these things again. A big change is coming your way. That's not how it is. There's no build-up. That's how fate works. Heaven has been getting ready for this for a long time. And your soul has been waiting even longer. Now things will change in your life in ways you can't fully picture yet. The battle around you got worse because of this. That's why your spirit was worn out. This is what made you sad. Something big was about to happen in the realm that can't be seen. Listen up, friends. This is the truth that heaven just recently made public. The spiritual world has called your name. But it's not because they're scared, worried, or afraid of getting in trouble. It's because they want to do something. One by one, the promises they made about your future are being broken. There were deals made about your life that you didn't even know about. Right now in the comments, my destiny is unlocking to get this divine activation. These words can open doors that have been shut for a long time. The moment you got here was holy. That's why God told my kid, you only have 10 seconds left. It wasn't because you were losing your blessing. It was because the end of the season was near. It would have been easy for you to ignore this message, rush past it, or block the pull in your spirit over the next few days. You would have made plans that were never meant to be for you. But what you said, beloved, you took a break. Yes, that is true. You heard the voice of God. That put you back on track with your real schedule. Please pay attention. God has kept something good for you. Something that had been kept from you, watched over and protected, was meant to be given to you when you were spiritually ready to a whole new level. It will speed up your life. You will be more stable, have more money, and see things more clearly. You won't have to carry that weight around for much longer. Now that heaven says it's time, you need to know this. The person who got in your way will return soon, but this time it's not to say sorry or admit something. They're just leaving. You will notice them less, feel farther away from them, and be less connected to them. You'll feel the change in your spirit right away. No one is being turned down here. This keeps you safe. Heaven is separating you from danger that you couldn't see. Don't try to get back what heaven takes away. Do not hold on to things that make you sad. When doors are shut by God's will, they are not meant to be opened again. Your blessing changes based on where you're going. Things that should happen quickly would move more slowly if you went back in time. My child, your heart has been through a lot. Your spirit has been very far away. Most people would have given up during the hard times you went through, but you chose to love, hope, and have faith instead of being afraid. Heaven could see every tear, every silent prayer, and every fight that we couldn't. Everything you went through is now ready to be harvested. But before I tell you about the miracle, let me give you one last piece of comfort. You're not behind. Don't worry about being late. Nothing that belonged to you was taken. You have been safe with everything God has given you so far. This message isn't a fluke. It was meant to happen this way. These words came to you at just the right time to get ready for what's next. Kindly allow me to remind you again, my beloved. Your surprise is almost here. Things are moving along quickly for you. There is a strong vibration of energy all around you. You are not the only one who should walk this path. Prepare yourself, because the next part will describe the exact miracle God is releasing, why it has taken so long to come, and why it is now coming with unimaginable force. My child, take a deep breath. I'm going to tell you why heaven sent this message to you so quickly. That's why you felt a pull right away. Deep down, you knew you had to read this first. Today, my love, a miracle is going to happen in your life that will change everything. Not something short-term, not something small, and not something not important. What you have hoped for, cried over, prayed for, and waited for without giving up is about to happen. God didn't forget about you, dear. He didn't forget about you while He blessed other people. He had bigger plans than what you asked for, and it had to happen at the right time with your safety in mind and away from people who weren't supposed to be with you as you moved on to the next part of your life. Please pay close attention. Heaven taught me that the good things that are going to happen to you come in 3 forms: hope, progress, and freedom. What was lost is coming back to life. Getting promoted to a job you should have had all along but couldn't get before. Freedom from invisible chains that were holding your spirit back. There's more. Being fair is a part of this miracle. I remember how hard things were for you. You did not forget about the people who were not loyal to you. Bad things were bound to happen. Being alone didn't mean anything bad. The ground below you was changing shape as heaven moved around it. Any weak spots were being taken out so that God could build your life on something strong and long-lasting. Pay close attention, my child. Your pain got you ready for your calling. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Your waiting made you smarter. Your emotional struggles made you stronger. You are not the same person you were a year ago. You are not even close to the person you were a month ago. Heaven now says they are ready because of this change. Typerman and I am ready below. If you know this to be true, dear one, this miracle couldn't have happened any earlier. It was too heavy for you to hold. You would have put your faith in the wrong people. You might have shared it with someone who was angry at you. This is why God put it off, not to hurt you, but to keep you safe. However, that time of protection through delay is now over. Everything is in place. Heaven has said the breakthrough will come quickly. It will not take long to warn you. It will come like a door opening out of the blue in a quiet room. And it will be there for good. It will feel like letting out a breath you have been holding for years, like seeing light after a long dark time, or like seeing pieces that were all over the place finally fit together. It is not luck. This is not a mistake. This is a meeting between gods. There will be one last test, though, before it fully comes true. Not to confuse you or beat you, but to make sure you are ready. It will look like a choice. Small at first, but strong. A choice between going back to what you know and becoming who you have become. The miracle is just around the corner. So, heaven will be very aware of this moment. Keep your spirit alert, my dear. Keep your connection. Listen again. If you keep your heart open, heaven will lead you. Once more, I ask you to please subscribe. Soon, heaven will send you another message that you cannot miss. If you ignore it, what is about to happen could be put off. Sending up makes sure that no divine instruction is missed. What this miracle is, why it is so important, and how your life will change in the next 7 days are all in the next section. My child, get ready, because what I am about to say will make heaven want to reach you right now. This is what made your spirit feel so strong. That is why God told them to stop right away. There were only 10 seconds left. Please fully understand this. Everything in your life is about to change in a way that is so powerful that even heaven cannot keep quiet. There are no symbols in this language. This isn't a short-term thing. You are in the middle of a defining miracle that will change the course of your whole life. Pay close attention, my dear. All 3 blessings have been waiting a long time and are finally coming at the same time. First, a change in finances that relieves years of stress and strain right away. Second, a relationship or bond set up by God with someone who is meant to walk with you and not against you, and who is in line with your purpose. Third, a spiritual awakening that makes you smarter and helps you understand things you didn't know before. Before today, these blessings could not be given out. Your heart wasn't ready. The things around you were not in sync. There were still things that could have made the miracle less powerful before you could enjoy it. But those walls are no longer there. The gates to heaven are open and you are ready to receive what has been kept for you. Say it out loud right now by writing. I receive my blessings now and claim this release of light, connection and provision. Dear one, the money blessing that is coming your way is not small or short-term. It brings freedom, progress, and stability. Heaven showed me something that had your name written on it. It was something that was kept secret, never denied, and delayed. That is why it seemed like things were moving slowly. That is why your hard work didn't show up in the results. The bad influences were being kept out of your spiritual space so that your blessing would be safe. They no longer have power over you. Even if they are still close by, it is no longer possible for them to drain you. They no longer have any power. That is why you might feel lighter today. This is why you have more energy and your thoughts are clearer. Heaven has given back what was taken. At the same time, your connections are going through a divine shift. You are being led to someone who will help you with your next step. Someone whose presence makes you feel calm instead of tired and clear instead of confused. It took longer for them to get here because heaven was getting the right version of them ready to meet the right version of you. 2 paths are coming together. 2 ghosts are waking up at the same time. We hope that this bond brings you comfort, strength, and stability. That is why other connections ended. They were just chapters, not ends. This alignment is meant to be this way. Spiritual enlightenment is the 3rd blessing and it is the strongest. Your intuition will get stronger. It will be easier to see your dreams. Your inner voice will get clearer. Your ability to tell lies apart will get better until they no longer trick you. This awakening is a gift from heaven. It gives you a spiritual shield, better signs, and a better idea of what is coming. Today is a good day because all 3 blessings start at the same time. You should see a sign in the next 72 hours. A dream, a message, a number that keeps coming up, or a sudden change in energy. Do not pass it by. This is heaven confirming that the activation worked. I need to remind you again before I tell you what you need to do to fully receive this miracle. Do not leave until the end. There is going to be a breakthrough and your spirit is open. Stay in. Get ready because what is coming next is the last key that heaven needs from you before the miracle happens. Heaven has shown you the blessings that are waiting for you. Provision, a destiny, aligned connection, and a spiritual awakening. There is one more truth you need to know before these blessings can fully take root in your life. Every miracle from God needs a response from the person who receives it. Not a big show, not a sacrifice meant to impress, and not a performance. The thing that heaven wants is a change on the inside. A spiritual agreement, a heart decision when things are clear. Miracles happen. They show up as readiness, not fear. They grow in places where faith is stronger than doubt. My child, God is ready to give you what He promised. Heaven is all set. The issues are no longer there. The delay is no longer there. Now is the time. But heaven wants you to do something for them. You cannot get back what God took away to protect you. People who hurt your spirit, memories that make you anxious, fears that hold you back, and habits that dim your light cannot stay with you. For the next part, you need a clearer mind, a lighter heart, a healed spirit, and focused steps. You cannot get up if you hold on to something that makes you fall. Pay close attention, my dear. God told you about the 10 seconds because you were in the middle of two possible futures. One where you hold on to what you know and miss the miracle, and one where you let go of what doesn't serve you anymore and accept everything that heaven has planned for you. It was a smart choice. You stayed reading. You answered the call from heaven. In the end, that made your life line up with divine timing again. Now heaven wants one last promise. Do not go back to the things that God saved you from. There may be temptation. It may feel good to be familiar, but comfort isn't fate, and being comfortable isn't a calling. Don't let the past affect what you will be tomorrow. Your spirit has already left the places where your body used to stay. People whose hearts haven't changed no longer connect with yours. You are no longer in line with the part of you that put up with less than what you were worth. So that is why some people went away. That is why doors shut quickly. That is why endings felt so sudden. This wasn't a loss. They were set free. Heaven got rid of them to make room for your blessing to come in on an emotional and spiritual level. Listen to what is going on around you, my child. Your angels are making plans to help you. Roads that were blocked are now open. People are talking about you in ways that you don't know about. Your energy is getting stronger. Your intuition is getting stronger. Your fate is changing. You are changing into the person you prayed to be. The next few days will not feel like any other. There will be signs. Soon things will become clear. Dreams can tell you the truth. What people do may change when they are around you. Chances may come up out of the blue. There are confirmations here. You can see from heaven that things have already changed. One more thing you need to remember though. Before you enter blessing, you could only think in a certain way. It was important for you to fight. But now that you are blessed, you need to live in trust, openness, courage, and faith. Your shield was your old self. Your rise is your new self. This is the change that heaven has been getting you ready for. I need to remind you again before I tell you what you need to do in the next 48 hours to stay in line with this miracle. Stay in. In times like these, heaven speaks. Now is not the time to lose touch with your spirituality. What comes next is very important. Now, my child, get ready for the last part. It will tell you exactly what heaven wants you to do, why the warning was so important, and how your life will change after you finish this last step. You must take this last step, my child. Click the like button on this message to show that you agree. Feel free to use this easy action to let heaven know that you are open and ready. This is like the key that opens the door and lets God's blessings come into every part of your life. You shouldn't keep this breakthrough to yourself either. You become a channel for God's grace when you share this message. Heaven gives more as you give. It is time to share it with someone else. Your obedience will help seal your own miracle by making someone else happy. Take a moment to remember this truth before we end this powerful message. This wasn't something you found by accident. It is not a mistake. This is a message from Archangel Michael that is meant just for you. He puts out his hand and invites you into a safe, high place where divine abundance is not only hoped for, but also promised. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens open.